Hello and welcome back to the IOSportscast. With me, as always, I have Ollie. Say hello.
Hi everyone.
Um, Today we're going to start a new mini-series called Random Rambles. I think that's what we're going to call it. Where basically we just start on one topic in sport and we're just going to talk and see where it ends up. Today's the best day to do it. We're recording on Bank Holiday Monday and it's absolutely scorching. It's a shame that we're not actually in the garden together, sipping beers and,
Yeah.
and chatting this, but
Just sat it out in house.
this is as close as we're going to get for at least another
Yep.
month, I think. So,
Yeah. I think you're right.
I think we'll just start with some football because that's a fairly topical topic at the minute. It's the end of the season for club football, and the big news today is that Sergio Aguero will be joining Barcelona.
Ooh, being confirmed.
He'll join on a 2-year contract from the end of June when his current contract expires.
Ooh, interesting that.
Apparently, he's going to have a buyout clause of £86 million as well.
How old is he? 33? 32?
32, yeah.
So it'll be what, 35, 34, 35 anyway.
Some 35, somewhere around there, yeah. I mean, that does give him a little bit of room. Like, if he wants to stay at Barcelona past that contract, he's got the little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
I think that's a relatively good move. I mean, it's not a big surprise, is it? Let's be honest.
Nah.
We knew that was going to happen.
We knew it was happening.
It was just more the details of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And a little bit scary that you know, if Aguero gets fit again and actually gets on form, like him and Messi, I mean, that's going to be...
That's going to be scary.
That is going to be very scary.
Also, just looking, apparently Chelsea are interested in Lukaku and Erling Haaland.
I've heard a lot about Lukaku going to Chelsea, yeah.
Back to Chelsea.
I think, actually, that would be an alright move. Because, like, Werner could play, like, on the side and have Lukaku up front. And I think, like Werner's not had the best season, but he's admitted that, like he knows that, and he is very much like a team player, so I can see that happening, relatively straightforwardly, relatively simply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where Lukaku is though, like in his career.
Well, he's just won what, Serie A, hasn't
he? Yeah. How old is he now?
Good question. I think he's in his late 20s.
He's been around a few years, but I think he's still got a good few years left.
Let's have a look. Romelu Lukaku is 28.
28, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got plenty of time left.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Big Rom.
Big Romelu, yeah.
Just looking on Sky Sports. Obviously, definitely be confirmed and that kind of stuff. Zidane's leaving Real as well, isn't he?
Zidane's left Real, yeah. Not
Apparently.
too unexpected.
It says on Sky Sports, Zidane says he stepped down as Real Madrid coach as the club's hierarchy did not have enough faith in him to rebuild an aging squad.
Yeah. I think that's probably the best move for Zidane. I don't know where he's going to go next.
Would you like to see him in the Prem?
I would, and I did sort of hear something that Tottenham might be having a look. I can't see that happening though. I think if Zidane's coming over, it'll be for one of the big boys. It would be nice to see. I don't think the La Liga was really like a good place for him to flex his muscles. It was either going to be as expected or he loses.
Yeah.
Obviously, given like his strong links with Real Madrid, like either he wins La Liga, which is exactly what was expected, or he doesn't, in which case he's failed. It would be nice to see him come in, and like, I mean, Tottenham are a fairly big team. They've got some room for improvement, so it'd be nice to see him be able to shape that. Especially after the likes of Jose Mourinho's not being able to.
Yep. Because there's talks of Potter as well going back, isn't there? Back
There
to
is.
Tottenham.
Yeah, I've heard quite a lot of people linked with Spurs. Poch, I think, would like to go back at some point. I don't think now's the time to do it. I think he's still got a good couple of years at PSG to really make that team his. But you never know. I mean, it's not that long since he was at Tottenham, was it? It's only it's only 18 months or something like that.
18 months, 2 years, 18 months.
Yeah. I think the most likely Spurs manager is probably going to be Conte.
Oof.
There is a rumor that they're lining up both Conte and Juve's sporting director.
Massimiliano Allegri.
No, Fabio Paratici.
Okay.
Apparently they're going to bring Conte as manager and then Paratici as director of football. I feel like that would be much more interesting. And then, what I'd really like to see is like, I don't know, like one of the lower teams bring in Zidane.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Zaha played.
I feel like that'd be
Zidane.
like really something if he could work his magic at Crystal Palace. That really would, show his managerial credentials.
Speaking of Palace, who do you think's going to be their new coach? So that's not been confirmed yet, has it?
No. I think Eddie Howe's for a good shout. I'm very surprised he turned down Celtic, because that was on the cards for months. So
I don't know.
I'm sure why he did that.
I could see Frank Lampard being there as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, Lampard's a good shout. I feel like what a lot of these former players coming through are really suffering with is that they are being like shone into the spotlight really
into
early
the big
on.
jobs.
Yeah, so Pirlo was at
Juve.
Yeah, forgot the team.
Gerrard at Rangers.
Gerrard's at Rangers. Lampard was at Chelsea. Zidane's been at Real. I mean, Solskjaer's not as big an issue because he did have a lot of time in Norway.
Yeah. Rooney at Derby. I know they're not a big team, but you know what I mean.
Rooney at Derby feels like it makes more sense. But the likes of Zidane, Pirlo, Gerrard, Lampard, like their first proper big jobs,
At the clubs that they used to play for.
Yeah,
or a big team.
Or big teams, yeah. It's one of those ones where if you don't hit the ground running, that could be your entire career, sort of underlined for the rest of the time you go on to manage.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just at Sky Sports website on the transfer bit, and there's some paper talk. This was earlier on this morning. Sergio Aurier has admitted he wants to leave Tottenham, with the right back wanting to return to PSG. Arsenal have reportedly been dealt a blow in their transfer pursuit of Sporting Lisbon's Thiago Thomas due to their failure to qualify for European football. Chelsea will offer Thiago Silva a new one-year deal after the 36-year-old superb season at the club. And Chelsea face a fight to keep Antonio Rudiger at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, I've heard that PSG and Spurs are both going after Rudiger. I've also heard that Thomas Tuchel's about to sign a new 2-year contract after winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about? Did you see the highlights of the Champions League? You didn't watch it live, did you?
I didn't watch it live, but no, I've seen the highlights.
Yeah. Did you see Rudiger's collision with De Bruyne? Yeah.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's got a fractured nose and fractured eye socket.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, slow-mo replays always look worse than the full-speed replays, but for Rudiger does actually switch directions into De Bruyne, and if that's on a rugby pitch, he's sent off because it's shoulder to the head. Like,
yeah.
Like, how is that not? I don't even think it got checked by VAR, if I remember rightly.
I don't think so. But you could tell that's what happened to De Bruyne because he was down fall for about 20 minutes.
I don't understand how you could have 3 or 4 replays on the TV broadcast and it not be checked by VAR with that sort of collision. Particularly in a time where we're talking about heading the ball and concussions.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think?
You could tell he were wary on his feet when he got up. You could just
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
just by looking at his face. You're like, yeah, no, there's something seriously
Yeah, I
wrong
mean, you
there.
could see it. You could see it almost immediately when he was on the floor, like his eye becoming a
Yeah.
shiner. Do you think they should bring in like head injury substitutions?
I think they do.
Because
I think they have
they
it.
talk about that. I don't know.
I've seen some games. I think it's in the Prem where they've done it. They've brought like a head replacement, or they were trialing it or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I think it should. Like in rugby, if it's a free substitution, it doesn't count towards your subs. But obviously in the Premier League you're allowed 3, and in European football you're allowed 5. I think if it's a concussion thingy substitute, it counts as a free substitution, so you could still use your normal subs as well. And obviously if they pass it and they want to come back on, then you can just reverse the substitution.
Yeah, that was my next question. Is it an interchange that you're allowed to bring the guy back on if he passes all the tests? That would be the way I want to approach it.
Yeah.
Having said that, that does potentially leave it.
Like that.
That does leave it open for abuse a little bit. If it's free subs.
No, but I mean, like, it has to be like a proper. The medical staff have to say, yeah, we're taking him off for a concussion, and then.
Yeah.
Because in rugby, you've got 15 minutes to pass your concussion assessment, and if you pass it, you're allowed back on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking though. Is if
you're not allowed to stay.
Is if for 15 minutes man's knackered, but you're out of substitutions. You got 20 minutes left in the game. Do you fake the head injury?
I think you'd be able to know if it was a fake head injury.
Yeah, maybe. It would be interesting. I'd like to not see it happen, but it would be interesting to see what would happen if someone tried it.
Yeah, I think there does need to be some, because you've seen it like this a few times this year, like with Jimenez and stuff like that, and when he fractured his skull and all that kind of stuff. I think there needs to be some kind of either law or something in there, legislation to say this is what happens if it's a head injury, and you can make a substitution, or they can make a sub and it counts towards one of the 3 subs or whatever, or the 5 depending on what competition they're in. But yeah, I think there needs to be some in place. And also I think that changing topic, I think with that VAR, every time you see a VAR replay, it's always in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they need to play it in real time, because that's when stuff happens in real time. You can slow it down every now and then, but I mean, like, most of the time, if not all the time, it's in slow motion.
I mean, I just feel like there should be...
Everything looks worse in slow motion than it does in full speed.
Yeah, I think there should be just like a referee's control over VAR. Like, they should be able to go to it for anything that they want. They should be able to ask for the angles they want and to be able to view it at the speed they want.
Exactly like in rugby and cricket.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's not been put in.
Personally, I think FIFA and UEFA need to speak to like the RFU. I know it's a totally different sport, but I think they need to speak to like the RFU and the RFL and the cricket board, World Cricket Board, and get ideas and tips and how to improve it. Because at the minute it's crap. But like in rugby and cricket, it works perfectly fine, because it's been in the game for so long and people know how it works and what to do.
People know how it works, what to do, and there wasn't, at least it didn't feel like it, there wasn't an emphasis on keeping the game flowing, whereas that was like line 1 of FIFA's explanation about bringing in VAR, that the game has to keep flowing, which is complete nonsense when, man's gone down in the penalty box, nothing's happened, other teams got the ball, ran up the other end, and are trying for an attack, and then suddenly ball's whistled back.
Yeah, exactly.
Like...
That, and I think as well, like, because it's at Stockley Park, innit, at the minute, that's where the VAR headquarters are. I think, obviously, if you watch a game at rugby, 9 times out of 10, the video ref's actually at the stadium instead of at another place. So, like, if there's a game on in Newcastle, they're all the way down in London. But if it was like a rugby match, the video ref would be actually in the stadium. So it's like, if you know what I mean, it's stuff like that. I think they just need to take a playbook from rugby and cricket and be like, this is how you're meant to be doing. This is how it's meant to be done.
I feel like this last year, 18 months, has very much been trial phase. Like, it's gone well, but it's not perfect by any means. And I'm hoping that they actually sort it out. And
If they did it right, it'd be good.
it really would. It really could be, yeah. And it's things like being able to chat with the fourth ref, like. So you think about back to, was it Villa, Sheffield United
last year.
Yeah, like
when they didn't have goal line.
Yeah. Like, if that goes to VAR and there's a chat between the two, yeah, the referee could be like, the ball doesn't, according to his tools and his disposal, the ball has not crossed the line. But if he can just, the VAR ref can just be like, yeah, but actually we can see it's over the line. We don't need goal line technology because we can see it with the camera.
That's like exactly in rugby. You get that in rugby. You get the referees talking to the video refs, and you can actually hear the conversation between them.
That was the other thing and I would like it to be broadcast, please.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but I say, like, if something happens in rugby that the referee misses, the TMO will make a note of it and be like, "Oh, whenever you got a chance, this has happened. I want to have a chat to you about it." Or,
yeah.
And push it, and then they don't have to go in rugby. They don't go to a monitor. It gets played on the big screens in the stadiums.
Yeah, which is what it should be, because then everyone knows what's going on.
Because then all the fans can see what's happening, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, maybe it is a penalty. Oh yeah, maybe it is an handball or whatever."
Yeah.
Instead of going to a little tiny TV screen.
Yeah, have you seen the video of the A-League referee in his final match? They do like a. It's like a 5 minute.
Is it when he's mic'd up?
Mic'd up for about 5 minutes. But one of the things is he's got a VAR call, and they're talking into his ear, and they're like, he just asked the question, should I go over to the monitor just to try and sell it? Just so the players know that I have actually had a look at it properly.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, why do we not hear that in the Premier League?
Yeah, exactly.
I
think we need refs, like, because I know in cricket and stuff, they do it sometimes where they mic up players or referees, like, or umpires, and you can actually have a chat with them and you can hear what they're saying properly.
Yeah, I mean, at the very minimum, they've got
some level.
They've got like stump mics, so you can still hear the umpire's call quite a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes they'll be like, have a fielder mic'd up for like an innings or a few overs or something, and you'll be able to chat to her, and I think they need that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Or the referee's chat needs to be broadcastable.
At the very minimum, I think the referees' VAR decisions need to be broadcastable. Potentially even going as far as having a mic that's like always hot, but the TV broadcaster can turn it on for like penalty decisions and why he give certain things a foul when he's talking to the players, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because that really adds particularly to rugby. Like.
You can hear the referee speaking to the players.
Yeah, but you've got the entertainment value from referees like Nigel Owen, like he's got entertainment, but he's also like setting the laws of the game.
Yeah,
and all sport legislation is down to like interpreting it, and no one's going to be completely in line with somebody else on their interpretation. But if the players get to hear, if the fans get to hear what is being said to the players, then we know when the refs are being consistent and when they're not. Whereas,
exactly.
If you've got one ref that makes what you think is a dodgy call at the start, it takes
and then you hear them speaking to the players, and he's like, "All right,
yeah,
maybe it's fair
But at least then from foul number one or call number one, whatever. That's the way the ref's going to play the game. You don't need to wait 2, 3, 4 more incidents to try and figure out, okay, now let's put the pattern together if that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. Also, as well, I think referees should do post-match interviews.
I would love that.
Not every game, but like if it's a big game or something, like, or if it's a final, say, well, why did you give that decision, or why didn't you rule that out?
I think we've mentioned this before. That they do obviously like match reports and stuff, but I still don't know whether they're publicly available. And if they are, they're not advertised very, very clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, absolutely. Like, if the sort of analysis of football players is perfectly allowed, the analysis of the referees, who arguably play a bigger part than any of the players ever will. Like that analysis has to be there as well. And at the way it is at the minute it's because it's all very secretive. Everyone has to just jump to assumptions.
Yeah.
So you're never going to get positive reviews from a referee if there's any sort of suspicion. It's never going to be given, benefit of the doubt wise. It's always going to go against the referee.
Yeah, exactly.
So
speaking of refs as well, I think the ref in the Champions League final, I think he was a good ref. I think he did well. It was his last game as well, wasn't it? To be fair.
was it actually? Oh,
I think it was his last game.
Didn't know that.
It might have been him. It might have been another referee. I think it was the guy in the final, the bald guy.
Yeah. I think he had a couple of decisions that he blew for a little too early. For the first half, he seemed to be pretty good. He definitely tried to let the match go on as long as he could, as flowing as he could, which fair play in a tense Champions League final. And which the first 20-25 minutes were like should have
been more than 1-0 at half time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like in the first 20 minutes, it could have been 2-2. So when you got that sort of action going on in a final with fans back for the first time,
exactly.
Like there was definitely pressure there, and I think he did like a pretty reasonable job. I think towards the end, both teams were getting a little bit frustrated, and because of that, I think the referee clamped down on a couple of things faster than he did in the first half, which felt a little bit.
Plus, it was his last game, so he was like, "Yeah, why not?"
Well, I mean, I just feel like he was trying to just make sure the game didn't get out of hand. But if we want consistency, you can't suddenly start changing your decisions.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you can certainly see where he came from.
Did you think he got that handball decision right?
Yes. But I didn't actually see a replay of it at any point.
We didn't see any replays.
No, but I think
in real time.
I think the one like long distance. I saw a long distance replay, and I saw
from behind.
It looked like there was 2 touches, like
that's what he
low,
said.
Low and high. So, and the fact that he was so demonstrative of it came off the body and then onto the arm.
Yeah.
I think he must have got a very good clear view of it.
I think there should be a rule as well in football. So like there is in rugby, like only the captains can speak to the referee. So like if an incident happens, like in rugby for example, if it's a high tackle, the referee needs to talk to and there's like a scuffle or something, the referee will be like we'll call the captains over and speak to them. But like in football, if something happens, you get like not 10 points, but you know what I mean. You get like loads of players crowding around the referee. Yeah. I think it should be the captain that should only be able to speak to the ref.
I think there's 2 things there.
The goalkeeper, the vice captain, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things there.
They should be the only people that speak to the referee, and obviously the player who committed the foul as well.
Yeah.
Or the incident.
One of those things is yes, the captain absolutely should be the one controlling the team on the pitch. That's their job is to lead. So they absolutely should be in discussion with the referee about everything. The crowding around thing, I think, is just a respect thing. Like football players don't respect the referees; they're seen as a point of annoyance rather than point of authority. Whereas in the likes of rugby and cricket, it's the other way.
The referee says goes.
Yeah, exactly. And you have respect for the referee.
We're in charge, not you. So
I think the fact that you can have, a little, 5'2" footballer yapping off to pretty much any referee versus, 6'7" beast of a man apologising for not being respectful.
Exactly.
It's 2 completely different games.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's what I like about rugby.
Yeah, I think football needs to sort that out. Yeah. Not just Premier League or European. I think that's like a worldwide.
Yeah, exactly. If that or the referee should have more authority and if there's more than like 4 players, just book them all, saying I'm not dealing with you. If you carry on again, I'll book you all. It's as simple as that. Yeah. And then they'll be like, oh shit, and then they'll realise they'll be like, oh, I won't do that again. I'm on a yellow card. I've got to be careful now. So.
No, absolutely.
And I think diving as well. If a player dives in football, if it's obviously a blatant dive, I think they should just get a red card instantly.
I think that would
a straight red.
That would cut it down massively,
And
wouldn't it?
Yeah, then you'd be like, all right, and then the players would be like, all right, okay, better not dive then. But yeah, it's not going to happen. But that's what would happen if I was in charge.
It'd be nice to see that. It would be nice to see that.
And also maybe have like manager reviews. So like if a manager thinks that something's happened and he wants to just check something, he can tell the fourth official. Like, you know, like challenges in cricket, captain can challenge it.
Yeah.
Can't they? They could tell the fourth official, and the fourth official could speak to the ref and be like, "Yo, I don't know, Klopp wants you to have a look at this."
Just like they've got an American football with a red flag, just Klopp marching down, throwing the red flag.
Throws corner flag on the pitch. I mean, no, but maybe like only have it in like big games, like a final or something, or not like every game. And if you get it right, then they keep it, and obviously if they don't get it right, they lose it, like they do in cricket or whatever.
And do you think that should be for every anything that happens on the pitch should be under review? For example, you know, if there's a challenge that looks a little bit dodgy, but the referee wears play on, I think
it should only be for like goals and offsides and like penalties and free kicks, not like every little thing.
Yeah. Okay. So like, basically, what VAR is currently set up, those sort of things.
Yeah, it counts as a VAR challenge. So like, if they think that they like handled the ball or something, and the referee's missed it,
yeah,
the guy can go. Solskjaer can go. Oh yeah, I want you to look at that.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then obviously the fourth official will go. Solskjaer, I want you to look at this. He's challenged it, and obviously if it's successful, so if it is an handball, then obviously they get to keep the review. But if it's not, then obviously they lose it. And they only get one per game, so they've got to be like tactically about when they use it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Toto Wolff rejects the Red Bull Red Wing just in the middle of the race, throwing the flag.
She gets to just get in front of the marshal flags and just starts running up to the steward's room and just waving it about at Michael Massey. Well, that's football. Oh,
well, I mean,
I've heard rumours that Ronaldo might be going back to United.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going to happen with Ronaldo. Do you watch that documentary on BBC about him?
Not seen it yet.
I watched it.
I'm gonna give it a watch.
Yeah, I watched it last night. It's not too bad actually. It shows you just how much hard work he actually puts in.
That's what everybody says. Like when you ask like players that play with him, like Rio and Paul Scholes and all that lot, they're like, he's so unbelievably hard work. He's probably the hardest working footballer they've ever seen or they've ever trained with and stuff like that. And it's like, it shows, innit? If you want to be successful, you've got to put in hard work.
Yeah, and he hates losing. Like massively hates losing.
You can tell he hates losing.
So him and Juventus finishing fourth in the Serie A. Yeah, okay, they've now qualified for Champions League, which is
have
good.
They though?
Well, assuming they're not going to get expelled, yeah.
Yeah. I saw an interview. It was with Patrice Evra. He was talking about Ronaldo, and he was like, I don't know, it might be it's either Evra or Neville. It was one of them. When Ronaldo was in, he's like, "Oh, we used to play ping pong, and Rio used to play against Ronaldo.
Rio
used to keep beating him, and then Ronaldo would go off.
That's in the documentary.
Practice non-stop, and then he'd come back and Ronaldo ended up beating him.
Yeah, there was a scene in it where Rio Ferdinand is talking about playing table tennis with them, and he's like, normally I'd beat everybody, and then after the first match they just leave because they lost. And he's like, but Ronaldo kept playing and kept playing.
Yeah, he just kept trading. So he came back and he beat him, and I was like, that's mental.
And he's very much got that competitive mindset that he has to win.
Yeah, you could tell, like as well, when he's played before, he don't like losing. If it's like a final or something, or a game don't go his way, I'll get proper frustrated.
Yeah.
I've seen it many times with him. Not just at Man United, but like at Real Madrid and stuff. Mostly.
Yeah.
But
it would be interesting to see what his mindset is. I mean, if they are in the Champions League, I don't really see him moving anywhere because it's pretty much the same situation as they were in last season. If something else happens, I think the bigger question is how long's the club going to survive, not whether one particular player will be leaving. You know,
Yeah, well, I think that
if they get kicked out of Europe,
to leave because of the financial burden. It'll save them a lot of money because of the wages and stuff that he's on.
yeah, but he's only ever going to take that to another club. I
I
don't really know Man United's finances, but from what I hear in the media, it doesn't seem like you're exactly the best placed team.
I think he's on about. I said he'd happily take a pay cut to go somewhere else. But I'd love him back at United.
I would like to see him back in the Premier League. Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at Sky Sports, Morecambe and Newport are playing.
It's 0-0, isn't it?
And it's currently 0-0.
Half time, yeah.
No, it's second half.
It's just started second half. Nice.
51 minutes in.
Oh, sweet.
So I'm gonna keep an eye. I'm gonna keep an eye on that game.
Yeah, I think Morecambe have the league position. I think they're fourth versus
where
fifth.
Did they finish? Ooh.
We got a new Premier League team.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah.
Brentford. Beat Swansea 2-0. Ivan Toney. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Toney. Did Toney score?
I don't know who scored.
I can't even remember who scored. But
when I saw the score was 2-0, I pretty much gave up. I wanted Swansea to come back up. I'm not in any shape a Brentford fan.
I'm just looking at the stuff about the Euros, and it's got England's fixtures on. So the first game's on Sunday the 13th against Croatia, 2 p.m. kickoff. Then it's Friday the 18th of June against Scotland, 8 p.m. kickoff, and then the 22nd of June against the Czech Republic, 8 p.m. kickoff. So they're decent times. I'm happy with them.
What's our warm-up matches? We've got a match on the 2nd, don't we? On Wednesday against Austria.
I don't know.
What's the other warm-up match?
I couldn't tell you.
I'll find out.
Alright, cool. Let's see what other shenanigans is happening in the world of sport.
So we, on Wednesday the 2nd we play Austria at 8 o'clock. And then This Wednesday, and then Sunday the 6th, we play Romania at 5 o'clock. And then
I might give that a watch.
Gives us a week break then. I think I'll watch both of those.
What time's this England game on Wednesday?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. And that's against who, sorry?
Austria. Yeah. I don't think they're going to be the hardest warm-up matches, but that's kind of the point of warm-up matches.
Yeah, exactly. You're honest. It's just to get the thingy in it. Will it be the Euro squad, the 26th? That'll be taking part in them all.
Ooh, good question.
Presume it will be, won't it?
I presume so, given that the full squad's the 26 is getting announced tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
That would be my assumption.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. Be. Oh, Poch tells PSG wants to leave.
Has he actually?
Apparently.
Wow.
That's on Paper Talk in Sky Sports. Maurizio Pochettino has reportedly told Paris Saint-Germain of his desire to leave the club this summer.
That's big.
That is first season, and and apparently Robert Lewandowski has fueled speculation that he could leave Bayern Munich this summer by admitting he is open-minded about his future.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I can see it being a possibility, but I just don't know. I'm just reading about the Super League. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
That's it. UEFA are saying that basically then they're not happy with the 3 that are still left. They're not going to have discussions about it. They've already opened their disciplinary cases. And while there's no timescale for a conclusion, given that the next European competition kicks off in August, they could well leave it until the very end of the summer. Start
of the league season or whatever.
Yeah. So they actually might take the full 2 months.
Oof, this is
And
going to be. Yeah, I can't wait. I want to
yeah,
see what happens.
and
I really want to see what happens.
decision to kick the trio out of the Champions League is on the table.
What happens, like, because obviously I know they've qualified for the time being on a technicality, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what happens if they get kicked out? Is it because obviously Juventus finished 4th, didn't they? And I think Napoli finished 5th.
Yeah.
So will Napoli take the place of Juventus?
That's what I would assume. Yeah,
and then obviously second and third,
Juventus out.
Real and Barca was 2nd and 3rd.
So you just move that down to
So
fourth and fifth. Yeah.
Oh no, it'd be 5th and 6th, but it's top 4 in Spain.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so it'd be 5th and 6th.
Yeah, and then you just push it down the league. Yeah.
Do you reckon they'd be if they do get kicked out? Do you reckon it'll be forever or just like a season or something?
I assume it would just be the one season. I can't see a permanent exclusion happening.
I'd ban them from Europe for a season, and I'd give them a transfer ban as well.
Yeah, transfer ban's not out of the question.
As well as excluding them from Europe. And apparently, Karim Benzema has opened the door for Kylian Mbappe to join him at Real this summer by admitting he would relish his France teammate at the Spanish side. That's all from the Daily Mail. So read into this what you want.
I mean, there's always talk about big PSG players moving around.
Yeah, exactly.
But this year it feels like it's another level. I think the only person I've not seen a decent transfer story for is Neymar.
Well, he signed a new contract, didn't he? Not long ago.
Yeah.
So it's silly season now, though, isn't it? Because everything's finished. It's like,
oh, absolutely.
I reckon the Aguero move's gonna spark some big transfers now.
I mean,
so it normally takes that one big player to.
Yeah, I don't think spark is necessarily the right word, but
no, but I know it's only early into the transfer window, and you've got to August, September. But I think there's going to be quite a few big moves. The Daily Express is saying that Atletico Madrid midfielder Sal Niguez will reportedly push for a move to United ahead of a Juve PSG in the summer transfer window.
Wow.
And apparently Barca have offered Philippe Coutinho back to Real. I saw something about that on Instagram this morning.
He feels like he's just being passed around now.
Yeah. Passed from pillar to post. Yeah, no, we don't want him. No, you can have him. No, we don't want him. What else is there? Most of it's about Thomas Tuchel. Either signing a new contract or wanting to buy players.
I think he's the first manager to do back-to-back Champions League finals with different teams.
Win one and lose one.
I don't think anyone's ever done back-to-backs with different teams before.
Yeah, 2 in a row, but it's only won one and lost one, I mean, so.
Yeah, but it's still getting to the final 2 seasons in a row with 2 different teams is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wanted Chelsea to win anyway. I didn't want City to win.
You don't want City to win anything though.
No. Let's see if there's any news in World of Formula 1. Not Formula 1 related, but you watched the Indy 500 the other day.
Yeah, last night.
Helio
Castroneves, 4-time winner, 4th man to do that.
Who's won the most Indy 500s?
So he's there are the 4 men that have done 4. So there's him.
Oh, so there's only 4.
AJ Foy.
Nobody's won it 5th.
No one's won 5. No.
Ah, right. Okay. I didn't know if there was like a person who's won like 5 or 6 times.
No. He's 46. So.
He's 46.
Yeah, he won his first. He won 2001 and 2002 back to back. 2009 and then this year. So he's been around. It was basically the young versus the old. There was like 2 or 3 young lads that were like 20, 21, who were all going for like youngest winner.
Yeah.
And then behind them like 5 guys in their 40s.
What happened in the pit lane? Because apparently there was a crash, wasn't there?
There was, was it Wilson? I think his name was. Apparently he's a Yorkshireman. I've not actually looked into it. He came in, and obviously you come off the banking quite high speed. And as he put his foot down, he just lost the brake and it just locked up and then spun him into the wall. But it happened.
Where are the?
Where he sort of just it hit the pit wall on the right, like as if he was going back onto the track.
Oh, right.
And obviously then stayed in the fast lane of the pit road.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it happened as everyone was starting to take their pit stops, so a couple of guys were like, "We need to come in. We're running out of fuel." So they came in for emergency stops, which is basically just pump some fuel in so you can keep going.
Yeah.
But they both ran out on pit road, so like they conked to a stop in the box. And
no way.
so yeah, when you run the engines that dry, they don't like starting back up again. So I think there's about like a 47-second pit stop for one of the guys.
Right,
Both guys who came in.
Put back in his car.
Well, it only takes a couple of seconds to put the fuel in, but they just couldn't get the cars going again.
Oh, right. That's got jump leads. That's like just jump it.
Well, they've got like a rod starter from the back, don't they? Like,
oh yeah, like what they're doing for Formula 1.
Yeah. So those guys were stuck for 40-50 seconds. Went a lap down. One of them managed to get back on the lead lap after another crash, which was also the other big crash was also to do with pit stops, where the left rear wheel didn't get seated and attached properly. A bit like the Hasses.
Like a Haas.
Yeah, I was going to say a bit like the Hasses in Australia.
Jobby, that, doesn't it?
But instead of the Hasses being told that the wheel's not on and to park it, he basically put his foot down, came out of the pits. They do like the inner track for the first half, and literally as he joined what would have been, I assume, turn 2, end of turn 2 to turn 3, he put his foot down to get back up to speed, and it came off. It literally, the tyre popped off, and then he ended up spinning into the wall.
Wow.
And then the tyre hit another guy.
Jesus.
Yeah, very fortunate that everybody was perfectly fine. So
yeah, that's what we like to hear.
That's all good, but
no incidents.
Imagine coming around the corner at 220 mile an hour and
seeing a flying tyre coming towards you.
And like the guy's like squirreling on his wheel, and like the car just doesn't move. You're just going too fast to swerve out of the way. So it's like, what do you do at that point?
When it's like that, I suppose there's not you can do, just take the impact.
Yeah, I think what you try to do is slow it down.
You'd probably end up, or you try and slow it down.
I think what you try to do is slow it down so it bounced either just in front of him or hit his front wing, which it hit the front wing. So it didn't make contact with him in the cockpit.
Oh, the car or near his cockpit.
Yeah, so it hit the front wing and then pinged off like properly, like football boot ping.
Oh man.
And luckily didn't go towards the crowd. Like if that had gone the other direction, that's clearing the fence.
That's.
And it went off into the infield, which is fortunate.
Yeah, which is good.
But yeah, no,
was it the full wheel and the tyre as well that came off, or just the tyre?
Well, it's sort of like a bit like in Formula 1. They've got like the full nut and tyre together.
Oh yeah.
So so it all came off. So yeah, you saw the
actual tyre.
Yeah, you saw the hub of the wheel hitting the floor because the tyre came off.
Oh man.
So the hub was scraping along the ground. Yeah.
I might have to watch the video of it.
Yeah, it's I mean it's obviously quite scary. You don't want that to happen. But
don't want it to happen in any sport.
IndyCar's fantastic for the strategy battles. Like there was some guys that stopped really early to start off with because they were running at the front. There were other guys that purposely tucked in behind to run longer. One guy, Joseph Newgarden, he always plays the weird strategies. So he came in like third, fourth stop. He came in really early, and then tried to go for 2 longer stints to catch everyone at the end, which it put him into the top 10. He wasn't actually in contention to win it by the end.
Right,
but
okay. Did the guy who win it? Did he win it by a bit? Or?
The top 4 with 5 laps to go was a second and a half between them all.
Wow.
And then 5th and 6th place were like coming through, like catching up.
Yeah.
Really, it was like the top 3 were the top 3 for the last 20 laps. But yeah, the top 2 were switching places, and then with 2 laps to go, they were 2-3 laps ago. They were switching places, almost to sort of try and get a better run for the last lap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the guy who won it, Castro Neves, managed to hold off the last 2 laps, and they were coming up to back markers on the very last lap. So everyone was like, "Oh, this is it. He's gonna lose it." And then actually, he placed the car perfectly to sort of get enough slipstream but still be defensive.
Yeah.
And yeah, he came home to win it.
Oh, fair. And then he got his milk and he wasted it by pouring it on his head.
They all do that. They all take a sip and then chug it over them.
They get to choose, don't they, what kind of milk they want?
Yeah.
Whether it's full fat or like semi-skimmed or like vegan.
Yeah, so the options are whole milk 2%. I like the main 2. A few people write buttermilk because that's like the traditional IndyCar milk. Juan Pablo Montoya put down chocolate milk.
Did he get it?
Well, he didn't win, so no.
Ah, right. If you reckon they would, if they asked for it, do you reckon
I think so. I think they either give Castro Neves strawberry milk or dyed it pink because it was definitely strawberry coloured to match his car. Yeah, whether it actually was strawberry milk or not, I don't know, but it looked it.
No, Lando would love that, wouldn't he? Racing it and doing it in Indy. Yeah, milk. Lando and his milk.
Well, Lando was part of the Sky Sports setup.
Was it?
Yeah. So because it's American hosted, they had the NBC team do most of the commentary and the pre-race setup. But whenever they cut to adverts, obviously you can't show that in Britain. So then they cut to the MTC, McLaren's HQ, and they had Natalie Pinkman sort of presenting it with Lando and a guy called Tom. I think I've forgotten his name. Tom something or other, who is the Carlin, like driver coach for F2 Carlin, and
were they over here? I take it.
Yeah.
Or were they actually in America?
But no, they were MTC, McLaren's headquarters.
Oh, in Woking.
Yeah. So Lando was there, had his 3rd place trophy from Monaco.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You would.
Had his
that everywhere with you.
had his phone turned on as well.
I'd have. If that were me, I'd take it everywhere. I'd take it to shops for me and everything, and be like, "Look what I've got." You'd have one of these. I want IndyCar, but I'm taking my Monaco trophy with me. Yeah,
so they took a couple of questions from social media as well, and one of them was, would he ever go for the Indy 500 or Le Mans? And he said that both would be nice to do, but he's probably more likely to do Le Mans because he did 24 hours at Daytona, I think, recently.
Who?
Lando.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he's going to look at going to Le Mans, but yeah, he said that doing the Indy 500 is not like a no. Like it's just further down his career.
He's not rolled it out. Yeah.
So that would be nice. I'd love to see that.
I'd love to see him do Triple Crown.
That would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
That would be sick. I mean, Alonso's got 2 out of the 3. He just can't win in Indy.
Can't win Indy, yeah.
For whatever reason.
He's just not. I think a mixture of not being given the right car and also the fact that he's only really turning up for that one race.
Yeah, so he don't have enough experience.
I'm not saying he needs to be doing a full.
The car.
He doesn't need to do a full IndyCar season, but if at least he did the big oval races,
yeah,
you'd get a bit more of a. Yeah, you just get a bit better an idea of strategy and who your competition are.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Indy 500. Like anything can happen. It was weird. So I've watched it now since 2016 or 2017. Like fully. I caught highlights and catch-ups before. But
this is the first time you've watched a full.
No. Since 2016, 2017, one of those two. I've watched it fully. But compared to like last year, it just felt wrong.
Why?
Because like there was like no one there, and it was in August, and it just
when is
felt
it normally the Indy 500?
End of May.
Oh, so it's normally around this time.
Yeah, so like Alonso had to take Monaco's Grand Prix off because it clashed in it.
Yeah. Remember that.
So it was just a little bit weird last year. So it's so nice that this year Castro Neves, who's like a massive, like he is a fan favourite, and he's not doing a full season. That team's only running in the big races. So I think this was actually his first race for this team this year. So
I knew that.
And he's won the big one, yeah. I mean, and he is 46, and he's like, he was saying before the race, like, you know, if we do well, he's going to push the owners to be like, yeah, let's make this a full-time team. I'm like, you're 46 and you've still got that passion to want to race full-time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mental.
Then,
yeah.
It's like, he's a lot older than Kimi, because Kimi's like, what, 41?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, there's a few guys who are at 46, 45 sort of age. It'd be interesting to see when they're going to drop off or how long they're going to stick around.
That, though, like, that and like NASCAR as well. You get a lot of old drivers in NASCAR, like going into the 40s and early 50s. But yeah, no, I couldn't. I've never watched it, so I don't know what it's like to watch it.
Well, next year we'll watch it.
Yeah.
We'll order a lot of junk food.
How long is it on for?
This was the fastest Indy ever.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was about a 3-hour race.
Jeez.
So the schedule was, like 5:30 was the engine start, so like 20 to 6, like proper racing start, something like that. About 8 o'clock, 8:30 was when it was finished, but they were scheduled to go till 9:30 if needed. Because obviously there's some. Normally there's like several cautions. Like the lowest coming into this race, the lowest amount of cautions was 4.
What, for one Indy 500?
For an entire 500-mile race was 4 cautions. This
How
year,
many was in this one?
2.
So that's another record. Bro.
Yeah, so that's why it was one of the fastest. Because they just weren't the stoppages.
Do you reckon there'll ever be an Indy 500 race not? Or do you reckon because it's the Indy 500 there'll always be?
Well, I just think oval racing in general just is one of those sports where the tiniest mistake suddenly gets amplified.
We know about that all the time when we do oval races.
Yeah, but it is
on Project Cast.
Because of how the tracks are set up, there really is only 2 things that can happen: you all make it, or you all crash.
You go into the wall.
Yeah, but if you go into the wall, you ping back, don't you? If you go onto the inside, you ping back.
Especially if you're going at like 200 and odd mile an hour.
Yeah, but even in Formula 1, there's very few places where if you crash and hit the barrier, you ping back.
Yeah.
Almost all of the barriers are designed to brake or take the impact, and so you might get a little bit of
traps that could slow you down.
Yeah. So you might get a little bit of a pushback, but you're not going to come back onto the circuit. Whereas IndyCar there is a steel on the inside and there is concrete on the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
You
either hit one or the other.
Yeah, exactly. And given how close the racing is, like, you are gonna hit somebody if you come back onto the track. They're going very quickly, and then the cars are designed to just turn left, so you can't quickly throw it right out of the way.
Because the steering's set up in it.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that when things go wrong, they amplify very quickly. So I'm sure at some point there will be a race without any caution, but I don't think it's going to be a regular thing.
Might just be like a one-off or something.
Yeah, like there have been Monaco races in Grand Prix races at Monaco that have not had a safety car.
Oh, yellow flag, yeah.
Yeah. But they're not the norm, and they're probably never going to be the norm. But yeah, maybe one day it'll happen. But yeah, next year, let's watch the Indy 500.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm definitely down for that. I'd love to give it a watch.
And what's great is that it's actually on a watchable time because it starts at 2:30 in America.
Yeah,
sorry, half
like
past 12
in the morning.
12:30, sorry, in America.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like stupid o'clock.
So even like a late finish is still, and interviews is only like 10 p.m.
Yeah, I know. It's better than like being on at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Not unlike basketball, however. Different story.
No, I don't like basketball.
My NBA team are currently in the playoffs, and it's really annoying that it's on at like 2:30 in the morning, so I can't really watch them.
Who's your NBA team?
The Grizzlies, Memphis Grizzlies. Currently.
Who else is in the playoffs?
Well, we're against Utah Jazz. I'll get you.
That's a weird name for a basketball team. That.
I'll get you the list.
Lakers still in. Lakers in it.
I believe so. Let me just double check.
Yeah, cool.
Because I did not pay attention to the opposite.
The other bracket.
Yeah, NBA playoffs 2021.
How many teams are in the playoffs normally?
So there's 8 from each conference. Playoff bracket. So in the Eastern Conference, which is not mine, it's the other one. You've got the Philadelphia 76ers against the Washington Wizards. Philly are currently 3-0 up.
How many games?
So first to 4.
First to 4. Okay.
And the match ends at 4. So you could play 7. Technically, it's best of 7. But if you win the thing, you can't win it 6-1. It just stops at 4.
Yeah, so it's
save
like
your legs.
3-all, and whoever wins first to 4 wins pretty much.
Yeah. Then you've got the Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks are 3-1 up in that. You've got Milwaukee Bucks against Miami Heat. Milwaukee won that 4-0, so they're through to the semi-finals. Milwaukee will either play Brooklyn Nets or the Boston Celtics, but currently the Nets are 3-1 up
against the Celtics.
Yeah.
So what are the Lakers?
So the Lakers are currently Western Conference. Lakers are 2-all with Phoenix Suns.
Ooh. Golden State in there as well.
No, Memphis beat Golden State in the play-in.
Ooh.
Get in. I didn't think we were going to do that.
Mad.
Portland Trail Blazers against Denver Nuggets is currently 2-all. Winner of that match will play the winner of the Lakers match. Dallas Mavericks against the LA Clippers is 2-all.
Oh my god, it's 2-all.
And they'll play the winner of the Utah Jazz versus Memphis Grizzlies match, which is currently 2-1 to Utah.
Is that who you're fighting? Your team?
Yeah, we're losing 2-1 at the minute.
The Western Conference is more open than the other conference, the Eastern Conference, anyway.
Oh yeah, so the semi-finals look pretty much set for the Eastern. It's going to be the 76ers versus the Hawks, and then probably going to be the Brooklyn Nets against the Bucks.
So in the final, would it be an Eastern team versus a Western Conference team, or what?
Yeah. So conference semi-finals next, and then the conference finals, and then the winner of those goes into the NBA final.
Oh yes, but in the NBA finals, it's
East versus West,
team. Yeah. Just like see if it's like a Champions League knockout, it'd be like team from one team versus team from the other side for each other in the final.
Bit like the Super Bowl in NFL is NFC versus AFC.
Yeah. Okay, and same in baseball, it's NL versus AL.
Yeah.
In baseball. Yeah, it makes sense.
I don't actually know what's going on with the Major League Baseball season.
I've not kept in touch with it. I used to do, right, because my team's the Yankees.
Okay, so you're pretty confident of winning most things.
Yeah, but recently we've been shocking. We've got to, like the playoffs.
Mate, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me about being shocking. I'm a fucking Mariners fan. we don't stand a chance of anything.
Mariners.
Actually, we're not last, so that's a good start.
Where about Yankees are?
Where are the Yankees? I'm looking.
MLB.
The Yankees are, oh my days. American League East. The Yankees are third. Yeah, we're third in our little division as well.
Where are you? What league are you?
AL West.
Oh, NL.
AL West.
Seattle. You're 27 and 27. We're 29, 24.
Mate, we're third though. I'll take that.
Yeah. I'll take. Yeah, but I'd take first or second.
I mean,
you've got till October, so it's all right.
Yeah. I feel like a shorter season probably helps us. We might be able to fluke it a little bit better. I mean, yeah, Tampa Bay look pretty well set. I mean,
See who's in the Yankees team. Oh, they're playing today at Rays. 4-game series.
look at the NL West. You got the Padres on 34 wins, the Giants on 33 wins, the Dodgers on 31 wins. Man, that's a strong division.
Padres on 34 wins.
Very strong division.
Yeah, I think the NL's not genuinely. You've seen the NL East?
Yeah.
25, 24, 25, 24. It's just going on losses.
Yeah, it's on percentage at a minute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see the. Oh, what have I done here? There we go. I want to see the players for the Yankees. Yeah, I say I used to, like, a few years ago. I used to keep up with it, like, religious. Well, not religiously, but all the time. I used to keep up with it. But I've not kept up with it for a good few years.
Yeah, it's not one that I keep up with regularly. Again, just because one, it's not really shown over here, and two, when it is, it's awkward times.
Yeah, because it's late game. Like, I've just had a look. Then there's some games like on at midnight and early hours at morning. It's like, yeah, no, it's odd that. To be fair though, when they came the other year to London, when the Yankees played the Red Sox, I'd love to have gone to that, but I didn't even realise it was on until after it had happened. Because that was at London Stadium. I was like, right. Okay. So
I'd like to go.
Probably gone.
I'd like to go to the NFL matches in London. That would be pretty sick.
At Wembley.
The only problem is that Green Bay don't play over here.
How come there's certain teams that do always play over here?
The Jaguars always play. Jaguars always seem to play. I think they've got like an agreement, a license thing.
Yeah, I think they're on about making a London NFL team.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why it's not like it's only a few teams in it. Like every year, it's like the same teams. Not more,
I feel like most teams have played at least once now because it's been on for a fair few years. But
yeah,
but I mean, the Packers haven't.
Jaguars are always there because obviously they've got.
I think they signed an agreement.
London team.
Yeah, I think they signed the agreement that it would count as their second home, effectively.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to go to an NFL game.
That would be pretty cool.
In London. Same with in rugby league, going to Magic Weekend. I would love to go to a Magic Weekend game. In rugby league, I think it's in September this year. I think I don't know. I can't remember.
I have no idea.
It's in the Tune. It's in Newcastle.
Alright.
Yeah, where it's been for. I've been to the grand final a few times at Old Trafford. They're normally good games. But yeah, I think I need to go to some more like stadiums, either for football or rugby matches, and then just to get the atmosphere. So I said the only stadiums I've realistically been to Elland Road, Old Trafford.
Elland Road's got a fantastic atmosphere, doesn't it?
I've been for rugby and football once.
Yeah.
Mainly the rugby when England were playing, and it was packed.
Yeah.
Packed solid.
Yeah.
And like the grand final as well, when Leeds was there, when they did the treble that year, when they won I was there as well, and that was the right atmosphere. But yeah, I think I need to thingy more. Go out more. Is there it's race week this week, innit? Formula 1.
Yeah.
We're in Baku.
Well, actually, while we're on motorsport, we're going back to motorsport. We really should just address the Moto 3 happenings. I've seen. Well, I've not seen the third one, but I've not. Yeah, really there was quite a bad accident in Moto 3. I think in the qualifying. So I think it was in qualifying at Mugello. There was an accident where there was Dupasquire, don't know actually how to pronounce his surname. He sort of came off his bike and then got hit by somebody else while he was on the track. The race was qualifying was immediately stopped, red flagged. They spent half an hour medics with him for half an hour, and then he got flown to I think Florence Hospital. and unfortunately he has succumbed to his injuries, which is
19, isn't
yeah. I mean, it's it's motorsport is a dangerous sport, and you know that every time you go out to race in any
he?
category,
Yeah.
it's there is a potential for something nasty to happen, but yeah, it's just one of those freak accidents.
Especially in MotoGP when it's literally just you and a bike.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely
If you fall off, yeah.
nowhere near protected enough, but
Yeah, exactly. Which is...
yeah,
But,
I mean,
and I know they're not going as fast, but it's still...
I mean, any
get
sort
hit
of
by a
accident,
bike.
it's not going
Exactly.
to be a good ending. So yeah, thoughts and prayers to his family, the team, the whole like MotoGP community. Like, obviously, it's not something you want to read about, but you know,
Nice. Especially a young lad as well. Like 19
yeah,
once.
yeah,
Had his whole career and his whole life, pretty much his whole life ahead of him. And
yeah,
cut short in a freak event that wasn't his fault.
yeah. If I think if there's one thing that you can really do as a motorsport fan is at this point you come together and you make sure that the next event's absolutely kick ass and
Just excitement.
I think every driver would say, if there is a major accident and they can no longer race for whatever reason, that they wouldn't want the show to stop, and
Exactly.
they know the risks, but they race out of the love of it, and
they know what they're getting themselves into every day.
Yeah, and I mean,
when they get behind the wheel or on the bike or whatever.
And if you look at where sport has come from, to where it is now, safety wise. These are very fortunately they are freak accidents, and you can't really defend against them.
No, but I mean, it has become a lot safer. Just look at Formula 1 in the 50s and 60s. Like every other race or every season, there was about 2 or 3 deaths because of cars coming off tracks and hitting trees and
absolutely,
spectators and now there's like hardly any. I know you still get the odd one, but there's not as many, nowhere near as many as there was.
Yeah, you still get freak accidents. You can't avoid against them.
There's certain stuff that you can't avoid, but I mean, like,
you get as many protections in place, I guess, and it absolutely is a much better position now than it was even 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at the Jules Bianchi incident. I reckon if that changed a lot of the safety in Formula 1 and
even further afield,
exactly.
Like Formula E, IndyCar, they've all got protection.
That was like the halo stuff that came in.
Halo and the aero screens and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what they have in IndyCar if they've got any that kind of stuff.
I think they've got the aero screen in IndyCar.
Ah, right, okay, fair. But yeah, I'd say it's come a long way. I'd say since that, and that was 2014, wasn't it?
Japan 2014.
So that was only 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Look where we've come from since then.
Yeah.
But
yeah, race week, Baku. Well done, Baku.
Yeah. You can have entertaining races at Baku, but then
just not in the first year. Just not the first.
The first start. Race. But nah, you do get. I like it if there's a few collisions.
Mm.
And when people reverse into other people and they didn't know they were there.
Yeah, it's a track that you can overtake, but still has the dangers of Monaco because it's a street circuit.
Yeah, you've got like the castle section, which is if you get that wrong, you block the track and then the race has to be stopped. So, but then you do have a few runoffs. But
yeah, you've got a few little places.
But yeah, it's Raw Seek as we call it now. Not Race Week, it's Raw
Seek.
Yeah. Hopefully it's an entertaining race and an entertaining qualifying. Anything to get over Monaco. And Mercedes broken their own record for the longest pit stop in Formula 1.
Yeah, was it 43 hours?
43 hours, yeah. Oh man, that's mental. 43 hours.
Yeah,
Two full days.
I think there's going to be some joking around with Bottas in free practice about it.
Oh yeah, or in the race, or if pit stop doesn't go right. Not just for Thingy, but for any team. It's gone to. I know we keep changing subjects, but it's a he's gone on a free as Aguero.
Yeah, who's out of contract in June, so...
As a free agent, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Interesting to see what happens in the race. Hopefully, as I say, it's an entertaining one. Not only that, but there's been a few entertaining matches in the rugby recently as well, rugby league.
I feel like this entire round of rugby league matches were big scoring, one-sided affairs.
Yeah, Rhinos won 60 points to 6. They conceded after like a minute and a half, and then after that they just dominated Cass and absolutely whooped them.
No, let's do that every week now.
Yeah. Please, we'll take that. I think Warrington beat Salford by 60 odd points. It was like 60-12 or something, or 60-18.
Yeah, they had a big win.
Can't remember. Let me just quickly check the scores. What the scores were.
Hull KR beat Lee, I think, at 40-16.
Who did they beat?
Lee.
Ah, right, yeah.
Catalans nilled Wigan, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, 48-0.
Oof. Wow.
Yeah, so like fairly one-sided affairs. Yeah.
Wakey beat Huddersfield.
Yeah. I'm just looking through and I can't see anything that's actually a close match.
No, not really. This week's been an absolute madness for scores.
Yeah.
Wigan the only team not to score points, not to score a single point,
which is mad
this round, which is surprising for Wigan.
Yeah, and it puts Catalan above Wigan. It's very, very, very close. Top 3 are all 1-7, lost 1. So
I don't think there's an unbeaten team now, is there?
No.
Think. Wigan were unbeaten, but
no. Saints, Catalan, Wigan all played 8, 1-7, lost 1. We're 8th.
We're at Rhinos.
We're 8th.
As long as we get to top 6.
Yeah. It's still early days, but there's definitely a bottom 3 in the league.
Yeah, Lee are down. I don't think Lee have won a game.
No, they've lost.
Wakey are down there.
Yeah, Lee have lost all 8.
KR?
Salford have only won 1. Wakey have won 2. Hull KR are 6th.
Yeah.
1-4, lost 4 with Cass. So we've got a chance. There's that middle pack of Warrington, Hull FC, Hull KR, Cass, us, and Huddersfield. Between 3 wins and 5 wins, that sort of anything could happen between 4th and 9th.
Yeah, Leeds next play, according to Sky Sports, Leeds next play on Friday the 11th against St Helens.
Yes,
that's on Sky.
yeah, 7:15 on Friday against St Helens, and then Cass after that. Catalans after that.
Oh, man, I hate playing Catalans.
And then Salford after that. So June ends well, but we're definitely going to struggle those other 2 matches. First and second.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough. But,
exactly. Oh, they play on my birthday as well. They play Warrington away on my birthday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just jumping back to the League 2 playoff final.
Oh, is there a score update?
We are in the 92nd minute, and it is Morecambe 0, Newport
County
0.
No. It's gone to extra time. Full time. It's just been blown for full time.
90 plus 5 minutes of stoppage time, was that?
Well, apparently, according to Sky Sports, it's
5 added minutes.
It's 16:54, which was a minute ago at the time of recording. It was 0-0 on full time.
Yeah, 5 added minutes and 0-0.
Do you reckon penalties?
I can't see these guys being split.
It's a League 2 playoff final, and it's not like Premier League quality or Championship quality, but...
Well, you can have good matches, but for any playoff final, if it's 0-0 after 90, you've got to assume it's going to go to penalties.
Yeah. It's got... Most of the time it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Most of the time. Blackpool beat one in the League 1 playoff final.
Yeah, so far, there's 3 playoff finals in a year. 2 of them have happened so far, and both teams I've wanted to win have lost.
Oh, you wanted Swansea to beat Brentford?
I definitely wanted Brentford to lose. Yeah.
Who were Blackpool versing?
Lincoln. I wanted Lincoln to win.
Oh.
That is a right story for Lincoln.
To be fair, Blackpool the most successful team in playoff history.
Something like that, yeah. They're crazy. Brentford hadn't won a playoff. They had 9 previous attempts at a playoff final and hadn't won a single one.
That's meant. That sounds like Leeds, that man.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
You got to. Yeah, Leeds don't have good numbers in playoffs.
No, we don't. No. We just decided to do it automatically instead.
Yeah, exactly. Go. If you're gonna do it, you want to go automatically, don't you?
Yeah.
Or as champions. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. I think the only playoff issue that we've had that actually hurt was the first year in League One when we had our 15-point deduction. We still finished third. And it's like, we should have really gone up that season. But
that's mad that you had a 15-point deduction at the start of the season and you still finished in the playoffs.
We didn't lose for our first 12 matches. And we got rid of 15-point deduction after 5 games. I was at the 5th match when we got rid of it and we back to 0. I was like, this is it. This is a season.
Season we get promoted.
And the best season of any team with a point deduction. Mad.
That is mad. I think it was also the best season for a newly promoted team in 38-year Premier League season as well.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
This year?
Wolves. This year, yeah.
I thought Wolves got 7th. I thought they had a stupid year.
No, but I mean points wise.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't mean position wise. I mean points wise.
All right, okay. That's news. I'll take that.
I think anyway. That was very close.
I mean, double check it, but I'll definitely check it.
Yeah, so I've done the research. Leeds finished this season on 59 points. And when in the 2018-19 Premier League season, Wolves earned 57 points, the most by a promoted team. So
nice.
Leeds are the most successful newly promoted team points-wise, not position-wise, because obviously, as you say, Wolves finished 7th that season.
Yeah, I'll take that.
But, yeah.
We're in a second round of drinks. Normally what I would do at this point, if we were actually in a garden or something, I'd probably pose to you like a challenge or a puzzle or something. And I do have one.
Well then.
So, every so often I create these Who Am I riddle things. And I send them off to a couple of friends. And this one stumped everybody. No one got this one right.
Okay.
So,
is it a sports person?
So yeah, it's a footballer.
Okay.
So, who am I? England, France and Germany are 3 of the 5 countries I've played club football in. I've played with multiple ex-Leeds players such as Tony Yeboah, El Hadj Diouf and Gary Speed. I even captained the latter for a few months. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, an Intertoto Cup winner and a League Cup runner-up. I retired after helping a Yorkshire club to their very first promotion to the top tier. And at one club, I went under a different name. So there are a couple of extra clues if you need them later on, but those are your big ones.
What was that newly promoted one?
So I retired after helping a Yorkshire club to their first ever promotion to the top tier.
Let's guess who it is.
So you got to guess, who the footballer is.
David Wagner.
No, footballer, player.
Oh. Yeah, I thought he played football.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he didn't play. Yeah, he didn't do it. He wasn't at Huddersfield when they got promoted as a player, was he? He was at manager.
Oh, he was there as a player.
Yeah.
Yorkshire team. So when he was there, they got promoted for the first time to the Premier League in their history.
Yeah.
Or the top division. Was it the Premier League or was it the top division?
Well, top division, but it's Yorkshire in it, so it has to be Premier League. It's a tricky one, this.
I played in England, France, and Germany.
Oh, they're 3 of the 5 countries.
Played for Yorkshire team. So that's Leeds. Sheffield United. Is it?
Do you want me to
Isn't it?
do you want me to run through the clues again?
Yeah.
So yeah, England, France, and Germany are three of the 5 countries I've played club football in. I've played with multiple ex-Leeds players such as Tony Yeboah, El Hadj Diouf, and Gary Speed. I even captained the latter for a few months. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, an intertoto.
Does it say what of the year?
No. I could find out, but I'm not gonna, because then that might be too much info. I'm an Intertoto Cup winner and a League Cup runner-up. I retired after helping a Yorkshire club to their first ever promotion to the top tier, and at one club I went under a different name.
League Cup. So that's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, runner-up.
So that's when it was not the Carabao. So that would be when it'd been the Carling Cup or the League Cup. They helped the Yorkshire team to promotion.
Yep. I think
So that means they weren't in it when it first founded the Premier League then.
correct.
It's not Leeds, it's not Sheffield United. So they were in the first season.
I think the Intertoto Cup winner sort of gives you a bracket of when he was playing.
I don't know when that was, in the Toto Cup.
Oh. Well then.
So it must be something else I've sure. Let's rule out the Yorkshire teams. We can rule out Leeds and Sheffield United. Say we're in it when it first became the Premier League.
Yeah, you've not fallen for the trap of him playing with ex-Leeds players then?
No. Bradford have been promoted. Bradford have played in the Premier League.
Yep.
I think Sheff Wednesday have played in the Premier League.
Maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe, yeah.
Huddersfield, but that's too early. Hull I was going to say Hull FC, but that's good. Hull City. I had Hull in my head, and I was like, which Hull?
No, I've done that as well.
So it's Hull City. Doncaster ever been in the Premier League?
Nope.
Not Doncaster.
I will.
York
I will.
City's
You've
never been in the Premier
you've
League.
definitely missed one Yorkshire team.
I know. I'm trying to go through.
I mean, they've played in the UEFA Cup. They're a big team.
UEFA Cups. That's the old European League, Europa League.
Yeah.
York, Middlesbrough.
Yes.
Did you cast Middlesbrough? Yeah, but is that Yorkshire?
It is. Yeah, they're in North Yorkshire. They are in North Yorkshire.
Just.
Everyone says it's Teesside. Nah, it's not. They're
know, but
bound the
it's
boundaries. It is just, but they are just in Yorkshire.
So, what other clues have you got? They've not said.
Oh, I can give you a list of the clubs he's played for, or I can give you the other weird clue if you're actually still wanting to play this by the rules.
What's the? Give me the one he's played for the 2 clubs he's played for.
Okay, so he's played for PSG, Frankfurt, Bolton, Galatasaray, and Hull.
Galatasaray. PSG.
Not necessarily in that order.
Yeah, but they're PSG.
PSG, Frankfurt, Galatasaray, Bolton, and Hull.
Bolton and Hull. I've got a name in my head, but I don't think it's him. I don't think it is.
Far away?
I was going to say Jimmy Bullard, because I know he's
No.
played for Hull.
No.
But he's not played for the other. Yes.
I've got
Can I?
just
can I
two.
ask a
I've got
question?
two other clues.
Are they English?
No comment.
Right, okay. So he might be English, he might not be English. Are they well known, or were they well known?
They were definitely someone that they played when we were kids. I'll give you that.
Okay.
They retired.
Okay.
I'll give you they retired in 2008, because obviously Intertoto Cup gives you that they were reasonably a few years ago.
Right. Okay.
I knew of them as a kid, but they definitely are not the Beckhams or anything like that. But they are.
So they're not a big name, but they are.
They're not a big name, but if you your pub trivia, they're definitely someone you keep an ear out for. Yeah. As you can see, they've done a few things.
They won any? Did they win any? Did they win any of the other leagues they played in, like PSG? Did they win the league with PSG?
I don't know off the top of my head. Let me have a Google. Quick gander.
Bolton. Oh, Frankfurt.
I would say
Galatasaray.
for me, Bolton are the team that he's known for playing for. That's what if you give me his name, I picture him in a Bolton kit.
But I don't know his nationality though. That's the thing.
I can give you his nationality, but
That'll probably give it away.
It would definitely narrow.
JJ Kocher.
It is JJ Kocher. Yes, lad.
Mate, that's a sick guess.
No one's got that. The other clue was that he was Ronaldinho's mentor at PSG, which I think would throw you definitely from JJ Kocher.
If you'd have said that, I wouldn't have said JJ Kocher.
Oh,
I don't know
mate.
where I got it from.
Well
so
done.
the name did twice.
You know, his brother was actually going to be called JJ as well. Like Emmanuel JJ was his brother's name.
Really?
Yeah.
JJ Kocher.
Yeah, mate.
I was like, I've seen him before. I know when you said that, I picture him in a Bolton shirt. I'm like, who's plays for Bolton? Like, I was gonna say like Kevin Davies, but I know he hadn't played for any of the other teams. I was just thinking, I'll just throw a random name out and see what happens. And then he just came, and then I was just like, yeah, just say JJ Kocher, and then yeah, mad. Didn't know he played with ex-Leeds players though.
Yeah, mate.
Where did he play with them?
Let me pull up his Wikipedia page and then we can.
JJ Kocher, man. He wasn't English, was he?
No, he's Nigerian.
Yeah. Big JJ Kocher.
Yeah. Basically, what I did was I just went through. So basically, I just picked. So the way I create these is I just pick a random footballer. Like I just look through a list of footballers and pick one, and then work back from there. So at Eintracht Frankfurt, he played with Tony Yeboah. That's on the Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
And then I clicked through, like other Bolton squads for the years that he was there, and just picked up other players. So I think that might be where he played with Gareth Speed. I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, mental.
JJ Kocher. I was if I'm the only one to get that.
Yeah, mate, well done.
Yeah.
I've got a few other general knowledge football quizzes.
He's 47.
Yeah. If you're interested in doing those, because your football knowledge is one of those weird ones where you actually know the random weird statistics.
Yeah.
So I've got 20 questions. We'll just see how many we get through.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking at JJ Kocher's. Augustine Azuka JJ Mohammed Yavuz Okocha is his real name, is his full. To give him his government name.
All right. Question number 1. Who were the last 6 players to wear Man City's number 9 shirt?
Is that including the current?
It says till 2021. I don't know how accurate these are. It definitely lists to 2020. I've got the answers, yeah. So if you give me 3 of them, I'll be very.
Gabriel Jesus for one.
Gabriel Jesus, 2019, 2020, yeah.
Robinho. I know he was number 2 or number 10.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I've not heard of 2 of these.
It's not Adebayor.
Adebayor, yeah, 2010 to 2012.
Oh, get in, Emmanuel Adebayor. That's 2.
Yeah.
Not Stephen Ireland. Not Richard Dunn. I don't really know. I don't really know anything from before pre-2008 because they didn't really exist. It's before oil money came.
So there's one guy from 2013 to 2015, and then one 2016, 2017. Nope. And then one 2016, 2017.
2016, Balotelli.
Nope.
What was the other 2 years? It's 15, 16.
So it's 16, 17 and 13 to 15.
13 to 15. Not Aguero.
Nope.
He's not one number 9. 13 to 15 and 16 to 17.
Yeah. We can come back.
Yeah, come back to it.
Second question. Mate, you get 2. That's not bad. Who's the only player to score a Champions League hat-trick for Chelsea?
Lampard?
Nope.
Drogba,
yeah. Can you name
11,
the...
12. Oh, do you want the
I want
the
the
team or
match.
the year?
The match.
The match?
The
You have a year, so it
No, I don't have the year. I don't even have the year, no.
I don't know. I know it wasn't in the 2012
It was-
11-12 final.
It was against Levski Sofia. They beat.
Nah, I would
They
never
won
have
3-1.
yeah, nah. Never get. I would never have got that.
Who's the highest scoring Belgian player in the Premier League?
Down Lukaku.
Yeah. Do you know how many goals he's scored, or the teams he's scored for?
I could tell you he scored 4.
Yeah.
West Brom.
Yep.
Chelsea.
Nope.
He didn't ask. Oh, Everton.
Yep.
United.
113 goals as of this page. Question number 4. Who were the last 3 players to win England caps with Fulham FC?
Ooh. Is that senior England caps?
Yeah.
Sessignon.
Nope.
Okay. Scott Parker.
Nope.
Wow, so 3 Fulham players have won it since then.
Or he wasn't at Fulham when he won his England caps.
Bobby Zamora.
Bobby Zamora is one of them, yes. If you get... Okay, the other 2, one of them was on loan at Fulham.
He was on loan at Fulham when he
Yeah.
was...
And the other one, I would be very surprised if you even remember this guy's name, let alone that he played for England.
Oh, they'd been a one-cap wonder, wouldn't he?
Well, not a lot of caps. I don't know if it was just the one, but definitely not a lot.
Damien Duff.
No, wasn't he Irish?
It might have been. I know he played for Fulham.
Yeah.
I don't know the other.
Wayne Bridge in 2006 on loan from Chelsea, and Zat Knight. Do you remember Zat Knight?
No.
2005. Okay. What about Premier League player of the Month winners? There are 6 that have come from Australia, Austria, Bosnia, Costa Rica, Croatia, and Ireland. Can you name them?
Well, Bosnia. The only players I know from Bosnia is Asmir Begovic or Edin Dzeko.
It is Edin Dzeko, yeah.
So that's Bosnia. Austria.
Yeah,
did you say?
August 2011. So Australia, Austria, Costa Rica, Croatia, and Iceland.
Sigurdsson. Iceland.
Gylfi Sigurdsson, yeah, for Swansea City in March 2012. He's Iceland's, yeah.
Australia, I'm going to say Tim Cahill.
No.
Mark Viduka.
No.
Aaron Moy.
No.
Matt Ryan.
No. Right position, though.
So goalie.
Goalie. Mark Schwarzer.
Schwarzer.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it's Schwarzer or Schwarzer.
Yeah, for Fulham,
That's
February
right.
2010. So
I've got Austria and Costa
Austria.
Rica.
And Croatia.
Croatia? I thought it said Costa Rica.
Costa Rica and Croatia.
Modric.
Nope.
Kovacic.
Nope.
Matic is Serbian. Croatians in the Premier League.
I can give you the month that they won it, if that helps.
That's not going to help.
I can give you the club they won it with, if that helps.
You could try.
Everton.
Croatians that play for Everton. I genuinely don't have a Scooby.
It's okay.
Nah.
Come on, man. You can think about this.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Austria. I'm gonna think about them as well.
Okay, Costa Rica.
Navas has never played in the Premier League, and he's Costa Rican.
The Costa Rican one is an old player for us, an old player. And if you know Costa Rican players, no. For I mean, in our context, he was playing when we were babies.
He was playing when we were babies.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
But that might, if you know your Costa Rican famous Premier League Costa Rican players, that might give you the answer.
I didn't know.
I mean,
No,
if you
I
don't,
don't know that one. No, you just tell me that one.
Paulo Wanchope.
No, I've
Do you
never
remember?
heard of him.
Do you remember Wanchope? No. Derby County, October '97.
So I've got Austria.
Austria, also an old player. I do not expect you to get this one at all. Played for Arsenal and won it March 1998.
So before 2 or 3 months,
So
2 or 3 months before I was born. Then. Austria.
Yeah, 4 months before you were born. Yeah.
4 months before I was born. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know any Austrians that have played in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Nah, just tell me.
Alex Manninger.
Nah,
Yeah,
never
I didn't
heard.
put you that. I'll put you out of your mind for the
Don't tell
Croatian.
me this.
You think you can get your Croatian player?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Is it ending itch? Because all Croatians' names end in itch.
Yes. That's like Guess Who, where you're like,
What? Yeah.
you got that one guy with a mustache.
Does it give you the year?
I can give you the month and year. Yeah.
All right. Give us the
April
month and year.
April 2012. Played for Everton.
2012 when he played for Everton.
Yeah.
Still playing now?
Don't know. I can Google quickly.
Try to look at the figure of the Croatia squad from olden days. Who was that Croatian that got 3 yellow cards in a game?
Ivanovic. Against Australia, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Graham Paul was a referee.
Not him.
No.
It's not Branislav Ivanovic because he's not Croatian.
Career stats. So he played this year at Lokomotiva in the I assume the Czech or even Croatian lower league. He's been in China for the last few years. His last Premier League season was at West Ham in 2015-2016.
Oh, so fairly recently.
He was at Hull for 3 years before that.
From Everton to Hull.
Everton to Hull, and was at Rangers before Everton.
So Everton to Hull to West Ham, did you say, or West Brom?
West Ham.
West Ham.
Yeah.
So he was there when Payet was there?
Yes.
Nice position.
If you see, mate, if you see his face, you'll know exactly who I'm on about. If you know his name.
No, just tell me.
Nikita Jelavic. Do you remember that guy? Jelavic. Avic. You see his face and you know exactly who it is. You will remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay though, mate. You did reasonably well. However, this next question, I expect you to get this one 100%.
Is it a Man United question?
Yes. Who were the last 5 Englishmen to win Man United's Player of the Year award?
Rooney.
Yeah. What year or years?
11, 12.
Nope.
12, 13.
Nope.
08, 09.
Nope. Mate, you skipped
10, 11.
2010. Yeah, he won it in 2010. He also won it in 2006.
Oh, right, okay. Player of the Year.
Mhm.
English. Carrick.
Michael Carrick. Yeah. Do you know what year?
08, 09.
Nope.
7.
Much later.
Later. 2000. Nice. That's serious then. 4.
No, it's 2013.
Oh, you said it later, didn't you? Shit. Yeah. I said it earlier. Bollocks. Scalzi.
Nope.
Rashford.
Nope.
Shaw.
Luke Shaw, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got
That's
the
3.
two older boys.
Bex.
Bex won it. Yeah. Do you know the year?
It'll be 98, 99.
97.
97.
One more. In between Beckham and Rooney winning it.
In between Beckham and Rooney. English. Neville.
No. Wrong.
Ferdinand.
Wrong position.
What were you going to say? Wrong what?
So wrong position. Yeah, I was gonna say it after you said Neville, but then you said Ferdinand, so it just reinforced it.
So it's not a defender?
Nope.
So it's either a goalkeeper, midfielder.
I mean, very much not a defender.
So midfielder then?
Not necessarily.
Strike forward.
Yeah.
After Bex and before Carey. After Bex and before Rooney.
Mhm.
Do you have a year?
2001.
What game's not English? Andy Cole.
Nope.
Was he English? He is English.
He is,
Andy
yeah.
Cole.
Yeah.
United players. It's not Scott, is he?
When you say this name, I don't think of Man United.
It's not Scott, is he?
He, even though he's in his 50s, he will still want to play football now.
He's in his 50s.
He is now, and he'll still want to play. Like I think a couple of years ago, he signed for like a lower league team.
It's not Heskey.
Nope.
Is he not
No.
for United? It's not Phil Neville. Forward. You gotta tell me I'm gonna kick myself.
Yeah.
2001.
2001.
It's a forward in 2001. He's 50 now and he still wanted to play.
Yeah.
Did he have any other teams he played for?
Yeah.
Can I have them, please?
I believe he played for Tottenham.
Before or after?
I'll look it up just so I can give you exact years.
Teddy Sheringham.
Yes, Teddy Sheringham. Yes.
Yeah. When you said Tottenham, I was like,
that's why I said I don't recall him. I don't recall him being at Man United. In my head, he's the Spurs guy.
nah, he was the one who scored the equaliser in the 89 final. 98 final.
98, yeah. Yeah, I just in my head he's Spurs.
And then he flicked it on and Solskjaer scored the winner in the 93rd minute.
So
The Camp Nou.
you just about stumbled through a Man United question, so let's flip it.
I got more. I got 4 pretty quick.
You got but you
It was
know
just Sheringham that let me down.
yeah. I mean, you weren't great with years either. So could you tell me all of Wolves' managers in the Premier League?
Nuno Espirito Santo.
Yes.
In the Premier League, so
Yeah.
well, Nigel Pearson.
Nope.
Oh no, he's Wolves. Nuno's probably the only one I really.
Yeah, you definitely heard.
McCarthy.
Yes,
McCarthy.
is
Is
he?
it Mick McCarthy?
Yeah, Mick McCarthy. Yeah.
Not Phil Brown. Seems like Hull.
They after McCarthy left in
Tony
2012. In 2012, there was another manager. Very briefly, I don't expect you to know that.
Is it a foreign manager?
No.
Tony Pulis.
No, he's not a big name.
Oh, not a big name.
No.
I
And
don't know.
the other manager was 0304, and I don't expect you to know who he is. He's definitely a name you might know, but I don't expect you to pull him out.
So I've got 2, Mick McCarthy and
Nuno.
Did this other guy replace Mick McCarthy?
I think so. Yeah. Same season that McCarthy left.
No, it's not Craig Shakespeare.
That's Leicester.
I know, yeah. Just put me out of misery.
So Dave Jones in 0304, then Mick McCarthy 09 to 12, Terry Connor in 2012,
No, I want
and
to.
Nuno at 18. Okay, well, what about the only Asian players to have Premier League goals or assists in 2019-2020.
Asian, so that's like Japanese and Korean.
Uh,
That part of Asia.
Anywhere from the Middle East and then East.
In what year, sorry? 18, 19, or 19,
1920. 19 to
So
20.
Son,
Yes. Heung-min Song, South Korea for Tottenham Hotspur.
goals or assists and
Goals
assists?
or assists. There's only one other player.
Oh, wow. Asian. I'm trying to think. Asian players in the Premier League, apart from Song. Is he from that part of Asia, or is he the other part of Asia?
No, he's from the Middle East.
Middle East. It's not Egypt, because that's not Asia.
Nope.
Do you count? Oh no. Do you count that Afghanistan and Kazakhstan is Asia?
Yeah, if they play, yeah, based on what they do continental wise. So Israel at the minute I would count as Europe, even though the
okay.
Middle East.
In 1920, so that was last season. No, it wasn't. Not the season just gone, the season before.
Yeah.
The year Liverpool won it.
Mm-hmm. Do you want a club? Would that help you?
Oh, Minamino.
Nope.
That's where he scored. Oh no, he might have scored this year.
I can give you the club or the country.
And he's not Middle East. Give me where they're from.
I can give you the country they're from or the club that they play for.
Are they club they play for still in the Prem?
Yeah.
Middle East. Is it a Big Six team?
No.
I was thinking, I was like, there's no Asian players in the Middle Eastern players in the Man United squad.
No.
Is it somebody who plays for Leicester?
No.
Yeah, give me the country they're from.
They're from Iran.
Oh, well, that narrows it down. No. I didn't know there's any Iranians in the Premier League.
Plays for Brighton.
Yeah, I was going, nah, I don't know.
You pass?
Nah, yeah, just tell me.
Yahan Baksha?
Nah.
Okay. Well, you started mentioning Egypt, so
Egyptian players to play in the Premier League, I bet you.
no. Okay, so the question is wrong. The question is, who are the top 6 all-time highest Premier League goal scorers from the Americas? The answers are all African players. So I assume
in the Americas.
Yeah, they got the wrong wrong question.
They got the wrong continent.
Yeah.
For a start.
yeah. So the 6 highest Premier League goal scorers from Africa.
African goals. Drogba
is there, yes.
Sure.
He is number 1. Yeah, 104 goals.
I was going to say Egypt, but I meant Salah.
Salah is up there just. He is 5th with 72 goals.
African players. I don't think Mahrez is up there.
Nope.
African players in the Premier League. Louis Saha wasn't African. I think he was French.
No, he's French, yeah. You know all of these guys.
Yeah, Toure.
He's 6th. He's 6th. He got 62 goals.
Get in. I knew one of the Toures wouldn't let me down. Adebayo
is 2nd with 97 goals, yeah. So just the middle 2.
Just 3rd and 4th?
3rd and 4th. You definitely have heard of both of these guys.
Yeah, I probably will have done.
One of them is still playing.
One of them is still playing in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang?
No, it's not. He's only just come to the Premier League.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, so did Salah, but he's
yeah, but Salah's been putting in 2025 every season.
Yeah, that is true, yeah. Still playing in the Prem?
Yeah.
For a big time? Top 6 team?
Yeah, big team, yeah.
It's not United, I don't think it's United. Oh, Mane?
Sadio Mane, 80 goals in 4th place.
Just need third now.
3rd place.
Retired. They're not playing in the Prem.
No, then I don't think they're playing anymore.
Retired.
Yeah, I'll double
I
check.
was going to say George, but he's not playing in the Premier League.
I'll double check that.
Wait, so they're retired?
Yeah. I mean, they must be. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Was it before or 2010?
Ooh, let me find out. So he. Oh, now you're testing my years here. Yes, he scored.
On Wikipedia.
Yeah, he scored a lot before 2010. He's scored a couple after 2010 as well.
What team?
What do you want the English team he's played for?
Yeah, the Premier League team he played for.
Okay, give me a second. Club career. I want the statistics by season, please. Why did you not have it? Why don't you have a full list? Oh, it hasn't got it. So he's played for Portsmouth, Middlesbrough, Everton, Leicester, and a couple of Everton and Leicester. I don't know if Leicester weren't Premier League team at that point.
Portsmouth, Middlesbrough, and Everton were.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, Portsmouth, Middlesbrough.
He's also played for 3 other English teams, but they're definitely not.
What are the other 3 English teams?
Blackburn, Reading, and Coventry.
Oh, I was going to say Benoit Souakor, but it's not Souakor.
No.
I don't think he was African either. I'm probably going to... Is it well known?
Yeah.
Very well known.
Probably most well known for his time at Everton, I would say.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not Yeboah. I don't think he was. Is it Jimmy? It's not. Oh no, it's not Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Is it?
Nope.
No. Was he African?
And he was Dutch, right?
Oh yeah, was yeah.
This guy is the first Everton player since Peter Beardsley to break a 20-goal barrier.
And he plays for Everton.
Yeah.
In what? Oh no, so give it national. I'll give it away. So let's think of African countries. South Africa. Nigeria. Algeria. Morocco. Is he Moroccan?
Mm-mm.
Is he any of the ones that I've just said?
Yep.
Nigerian.
He is Nigerian. 95 Premier League goals. Come on, man.
It's proper hurt, killing me. 95. And he's third on the list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nigerian, come on, man. Nigerian striker playing for Everton.
I can picture him, but I don't know his name. Is that where he's the most known ever?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
No, it's not Asuka. It's not JJ Kocher.
No.
Nigerian. No, just tell me, please.
Yakubu.
Oh, I was gonna. No. I was thinking that, but I just couldn't think of his name.
Right.
Yakubu.
Let's round out the top 10 questions. First half of the quiz. And let's see how well you do this. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 5 Englishmen to win the manager of the year, manager of the month. Sorry.
Manager of the month.
Yeah.
The last 5 English managers.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ.
You would definitely have heard of all 5 of them.
Any in the Premier League now? Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche is one. Yeah.
Graham Potter.
Nope.
Steve Bruce.
Nope. I don't think any of the other 4 are actually managing in the Premier League at the minute.
Neil Warnock.
Nope.
Roy Hodgson.
No.
Mick McCarthy.
He's not English.
Is he not?
He's Irish.
Oh, I didn't know that. Genuinely didn't know that. So I've got Warren, I've got Daishi.
Yep.
Adam Pardew. Alan Pardew.
Nope.
Ian Holloway.
Nope. You're thinking way too far back, mate.
Am I?
Yeah, these are all within the last 3 or 4 years.
Nigel Pearson.
Nope.
Brendan Rodgers.
Nope.
He's not English. Tony Pulis.
Nope.
Sam Allardyce.
No.
Chris Wilder.
Nope. Right, okay, I'm going to start giving you clubs now because...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, please do.
Chelsea.
Lampard.
Yes, October
Who
2019.
won Manager of the Month?
October 2019. Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah, Eddie Howe.
Yep.
How did I not put Eddie? How did I not say Eddie Howe?
October 2018, January 2018, March 2017. West Bromwich Albion. This is a little bit of a tricky one.
It's not a bit. Who was the guy before Slaven Bilic? I don't know.
Alright, I'll come back to that one. Swansea City.
Brendan Rodgers.
No, you already guessed
No, I
him.
already said Brendan Rodgers. Yeah. Swansea.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, just tell me.
Paul Clement for Swansea, January 2017. You got the West Brom guy?
No.
April 2018, Darren Moore.
Darren Moore.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have. I was still trying to think of the Man City ones.
Do you want to continue with this? You're not doing very well.
No, I don't care if I'm not doing
Right,
well.
okay.
I'm enjoying it.
All right. Who were the 4 Brighton and Hove Albion players to win caps with England? Lewis Dunk is one of them. If you get any of the other 3, I will give you all 4 points.
Is it? Did he class Ben White because he's not played for England yet? But he's in the squad, isn't he?
No. I will give you a hint. None of the current Brighton squad are in it. None of the Brighton squad for this run in the Premier League are in it, apart from Lewis Dunk.
Apart from Lewis Dunk, who's?
Yep.
Oh, no, is he
If you get genuinely, mate, if you get any of the other 3,
Brighton,
that none of them are Premier League players.
No, are they still playing?
No. They're not Premier League players. They were playing before the Premier League was a thing.
Oh Jesus! Nah, I've got no chance then.
Exactly.
So Division 1 era.
Or even less than that. It's just Brighton players to win caps.
Stop that. I'm not gonna get them.
Tommy Cook in 1925. Peter Ward in 1980 and Steve Foster in 1982 got 3 caps.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna get the guy from 1920.
Yeah, I know. Here's one you stand a bit more of a chance with. Who are the last 6 players to win England caps while with West Brom?
Well, with West Brom.
Yeah.
Sam Johnston.
Nope.
Depends when this quiz was. Gareth Barry. Oh no, Gareth Barry's been here, there, and everywhere.
So they've got to have had their caps when they were with West Brom.
When they were with West Brom.
I'll give you a clue. There's a couple of keepers that you will definitely be able to get.
Keepers. Are they still playing now?
Yeah.
In the Prem?
One of them is technically yes.
I say technically means he's a backup goalkeeper.
I mean, I think he did play this season.
Scott Carson.
Yes. 2008. Yeah. Other one, big England like keeper name, not like Joe Hartbig, but like was in the running for. He was in the England squad every time. And,
Ben Foster.
Yes.
Tackling goalkeeper. What did it? He's got some good videos on TikTok. So is that how many is that?
That's 2 of the 6. Let's be real here. You're not going to get Uh,
I was going to say
Nah.
Berahino, but
you're probably only going to get one other one.
Try to think. I can't even think. This is a good quiz. It's making me proper think.
Right, well, while you think, I'm going to get another drink.
Yeah, that's fine. Last 6. I've got 2 keep. One of them still. English.
So yeah, one guy 2017 that you've not yet got. I expect you to get. The other guys I do not expect you to
Are
get.
they still in the England? Are they in this provisional England squad?
I don't think so, no. Let's see where he is. Oh, he is still at West Brom. No,
Oh, is it?
Is he? I'm checking that. I'm double checking that.
You got double check. Just before I start blurting out.
Yeah, he is. He's still at West Brom.
Still at West Brom.
Yeah. He's ex Leeds player. If that helps, he was on loan for us for a few matches. Let me see if I can get a list of his international stats.
Dean Garner, because I don't think he's English.
No, his international appearances for England were 1 in 2012 and then 6 caps in 2017.
1 in 2012? That's mad. So he's been around a while.
Yeah.
And then 6 in 2017?
Yeah.
So just after the Euros and before the Worlds. He's still at West Brom.
I think he's even maybe captain of West Brom. If that helps.
I don't know who the captain of West Brom is.
I mean, if Mark's listening to this, any of those statistics that are wrong, he's going to be shouting at them.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll be like, nah, that's fine. Can I phone a friend, please?
No.
Can I phone Mark? Please?
You can. Okay. His name starts with the same half of one of the big 6 football clubs.
His first name or his last name?
His last name.
Livermore.
Yes. Yeah, Jake Livermore.
Is he still playing?
You're not going to get the others. Yeah, I was like, is he still playing? I've never heard of him in like 2 years. Like, what's...
Go on, who are the others?
Steve Hunt in 84, Cyril Regis in 82, and Peter Barnes in 82.
Oh, no,
so never expected to get that.
Yeah.
Who were the last 4 English players to score Champions League hat-tricks up until the 1920 group stage?
Hat-tricks?
Yeah. Last English players to do it.
4?
Yeah.
Harry Kane?
Harry Kane, Tottenham 2017 against Apoel.
Rooney?
No.
Oh, he's not on there.
Yeah, wait, he's not on there? Why is he not on there? Oh, he's not, okay. Because Rooney's only got 1 Champions League hat-trick on his debut, didn't he?
Yeah, against Fenerbahce.
Yeah. But that was 6 and 7?
No, it was
before that, yeah. But anyway,
2004.
Anyway, the last most distant entry is 2008. So.
All right. Well, technically, I should get a point for Rooney.
He's not in the last 4.
So I'm not getting it.
He's not in the last 4, so.
So I've got Kane.
Yeah. Sorry, I read another answer for the next question. I read the next set of answers and I was like, "There's no way he's not played. He's definitely not played. It's definitely not." Yeah, all English players. Yeah.
Up until
the group stage of last season.
Group stage of last season.
Yeah. So big names. Think about the England squad.
That's what I'm thinking.
Who's going to score a hat-trick in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Happened 2019.
I'm trying to think. I'm going through the England squad, mate. It's not Rashford because he's not scored a champion. It is Rashford. No,
it's not.
Is it?
No,
it's not. Not Sancho. Can I have a clue? Are they all forwards, or is there some midfielders in there?
They're all strikers or wingers.
Straight, yeah, so
Yeah,
forward,
all
yeah.
attacking players. Yeah.
Yeah. Sterling.
Correct. Raheem Sterling, 2019 Man City 5-1 against Atlanta. Good luck getting the other two. You should actually know one of them because they were for Man United.
After 2008.
Including 2008.
Including?
Yeah.
No, Rooney's not on that list.
Not Rooney?
So it can't be Rooney.
Nope.
That's not Scholesy. So he wasn't a forward or a winger. You said English, not
yeah.
British.
No, English.
English. Man United from 2008.
The other guy played for Arsenal at the time.
Not Walcott.
Nope.
It's not Saka because he's normally been in the squad. Few months, few seasons. When did this guy play at Arsenal? Same year.
2014 is when he scored the hat trick.
Is when he scored the hat trick. It's not
Yeah.
Ash because he's not English. 2014. English. And they're all. This is really bugging me.
Right, let's think about the Man United one because you're more likely to get that, I think.
What year?
2008. 3-1 against Wolfsburg. If that helps you.
2008.
Big name. You know he's played for some big teams.
Smith.
No.
Huh.
No, bigger teams, man.
What's?
I can't give you any of them.
Has he played abroad?
He's played abroad.
English. 2008 for United. It was Wolfsburg.
He's
How
played.
long was it? When did he leave United?
Ooh, good question. Let me look at. Quick facts. He left Man United in 2012.
So he'd been part of the. He wouldn't have been part of the last Premier League winning team. It was 2013.
I think it was 2012.
I think he was there in 2011.
He's played abroad for a big club. He's played in England for big clubs.
Is he played for any of the big six other than United?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. I think I know who it is. Oh, no, it can't be because it's not. I was going to say Michael Owen.
Yeah, it's Michael Owen. It's Michael Owen. Yeah.
2008?
That's what's listed on the quiz, although Wikipedia disagrees and says it's 2009 that he started playing for...
I'm going to Google this. Owen. 3-1. Wolfsburg, yeah?
Yeah.
2009.
Oh, it's 2009, yeah. December 2009, according to Wikipedia.
I've just Googled it and it's come up with 2009 on Man United's YouTube channel.
Okay, so the quiz is a year out. Okay, so we're now going to completely disregard all of the answers for the rest of these questions because who knows what could happen. They've had a question wrong and now an answer wrong. So
I was going to say, 2000 and... When you said 2000, like, you didn't play then?
Who apparently are the only 3 players to score FIFA World Cup finals goals with England for 2 different clubs.
So they scored in a World Cup final?
While being
not the finals, but the actual tournament?
The actual tournament with 2 different clubs behind them. That's a
really weirdly worded question.
Yeah, so for example, if Michael Owen had scored in 2002 with Liverpool and then 2010 while at Man United, he'd have counted.
In the World Cup, alright, so it's 2 separate World Cups and they played for...
While being at different clubs.
While different clubs.
Yeah.
English.
So, for example, Gerrard, even if he scored at every tournament, he don't count because he only played for Liverpool.
Lampard. I was saying like Lampard when he played for Chelsea.
But, I mean, he played for West Ham as well, I guess, and Man City.
Yeah.
So 2 names you definitely will get, or should
Harry
get.
Kane.
Nope.
Okay. I'm trying to think of big players, but like they've been on the move.
So
Barbie.
So let's think big moving players from England's fairly recent history. Golden Gen.
Golden Gen. Beckham.
Yes, Man United and Real Madrid. Now let's think of guy who's played for multiple teams in England, played in Spain for a little bit. Currently is like a punditry and presenter guy.
Owen Hargreaves?
Nope.
Lineker?
Yes.
Wow, we went that far back.
Everton and Tottenham, and if you get the other one, I'll be really surprised. West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur. And no, I can't give you years.
West Ham and Spurs?
Yeah.
And he plays for England.
I mean, I know the name, but I couldn't give you any more than that, really.
Were they a big name in England?
I can't tell you, mate. They're a pub quiz name.
Okay. No. Kevin Dunn.
No.
Damien Dunn.
No.
I'm just rolling over random names here. Mark Noble. He's not playing for Spurs.
Not scored a multiple World Cup, has he?
I don't think he's been to a World Cup.
I don't think he has. No, it's Martin Peters.
Nah.
Yeah, you're never going to get that. Question 15. Who are the last 4 foreign players to be Serie A's highest goal scorer for a season?
So they're not Italian. Oh, no. That means...
Yeah.
So, Italian count?
No. So
foreign from... So they're not Italian?
Not Italian players to top the goal scoring charts for Serie A.
Ronaldo... it depends how recent this quiz was. Ronaldo?
No. Not recent enough, apparently.
Not recent enough.
The most recent entry on here is 2017-2018.
Mandzukic.
Nope.
Ibarra.
Nope. So one of these guys...
Immobile is Italian, isn't he?
Yeah, it's not him. So, one of these guys currently plays for Man United. Like he's one of your best strikers at the minute.
Oh, big Edison Cavani.
Cavani, yeah, Uruguay, Napoli, 2012-2013.
They did a piece on him as well. I should have remembered that.
One of these guys played for Man City.
Played for? So
yeah.
Not played for them anymore. Balotelli.
Nope.
Oh.
We've mentioned him before already today.
It's not Adebayor, so I don't think he's played in Italy.
No, and you only briefly, in passing, mentioned him.
It's not Lukaku.
No.
Dzeko.
Yes, Edin Dzeko. Roma, 2016-2017.
Oh, that's fairly recent, isn't it?
So you got one guy. Both the other two are Argentinian, if that helps.
What, Argentinian?
Yeah, one played for Inter 2017-2018 and 2014-2015. The other one played for Napoli 2015-2016.
Argentina. I can't. I'm trying to picture it. I think I can kind of like think about. I don't know his name. Both of them are Argentinian.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not Dries Mertens.
No, I can only give you initials at this point. I can't really give you any other information.
Mertens is Italian, I think. Anyway, so that won't count. Yeah, give me the initials.
M-I and G-H.
G-H? M-I. Immobile. No, I've already said Immobile, but it's not Immobile, he's Italian. Argentinian. Are they still playing now, I presume?
I believe they're still playing. I can't actually guarantee that. I don't know which teams they'll be at.
Nah. Oh, Higuain.
Gonzalo Higuain. Yeah. Napoli 2015-2016.
Just break it off for this quickly. Apparently, Man City will offer Ramos a 2-year contract if he does not re-sign with Real Madrid.
Ooh. Interesting.
Break it off the quiz for a little bit. And the other one was MI.
MI, yeah.
Icardi.
It is Mauro Icardi, yeah.
Yes. I was thinking, I didn't know his first name, that's why I said, obviously, I said Icardi, because I didn't know what his first name was.
And just breaking off, we have a League Two playoff final winner.
Do not tell me, let me guess. I've got a 50-50 chance of getting this right.
You do.
I'm gonna say Newport County.
And you've lost. It was a 107th minute penalty. Mendes Gomez for Morecambe, 1-0. Morecambe, welcome to League One.
Commiserations to.
I don't give a shit about Morecambe. I got about Newport. I got one of 3 results went my way.
33.333% then.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's not great.
So back to the questions. Okay, mate, you don't stand a chance at this one. Who are the 8 Football Writers Association's Player of the Year winners from Spurs?
Okay.
No.
Sheringham, Lineker.
Lineker, yes. Lineker won.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The Player of the Year, so PFA, innit?
It is, to give it its proper title, it is the Football Writers Association. FWA.
Football right, FWA Player of the Year, not the PFA, not the Players Football Association. English.
No, they're all mixed.
Oh, right,
Bale, yeah. 2012-2013.
Alright, so they're not English, I could just random. Berbatov.
Nope.
Keane. Robbie Keane.
Nope.
Dempsey.
Nope. You're going back to the 90s now. You need the 90s.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know any 90s players that played apart from Lineker.
Very famous German player and a very famous French player.
No, just might as well just tell me.
Jurgen Klinsmann and David Ginola.
Oh, Ginola?
There's also Danny Blanchflower from the 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get him.
Pat Jennings from the 70s. Steve Perryman and Clive Allen from the 80s.
Nah.
Never stood a chance.
That Blanchflower guy, what a name that is. That's unbelievable.
Who are the last 4 English managers to win the League Cup?
The last 4 what?
English managers to win the League Cup. This doesn't sound right, but it actually could be right. Wow, okay. Mate, I'm looking at the answers. It doesn't look like this is correct, but actually, now I'm thinking about it.
English manager to win the League Cup?
Yeah.
Roy Hodgson.
No,
not Roy Hodgson. Harry Redknapp.
No, we're going way back.
Oh, not. Brian Clough.
No.
Is that too far back?
Too far back, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. League Cup.
90s and early thousands is what we're looking for.
I don't know. I can't remember. I can't think of any English managers from them.
So Middlesbrough 2004. Ex England manager.
Bruce.
Nope. England manager.
Yeah, Steve Bruce.
No, as in England national team.
He was English.
Yeah. Well, they're all English.
Roy Hodgson.
Nope.
No, I don't think he's ever won it. Has he? Big Sam's never won it. An English manager in 2004.
So English manager, he was manager of the England team in 2008.
No. I thought that was Sven-Göran Eriksson.
Nope.
What year was he England manager?
Till 06.
Steve McLaren.
Yes. Steve McLaren,
Yes.
Middlesbrough 2004. Good luck getting the others.
Yeah, nah, just tell me.
Brian Little, Villa in 96, Roy Evans, Liverpool 95, and Ron Atkinson, Villa 94. One more question, because you're going to struggle with the other two.
Yep.
So one last one.
Yep.
Who's the youngest manager to win the Premier League?
Youngest. So that's youngest ever. So not English or out like that.
No, just youngest.
Pep.
No.
Oh. It's not Fergie. He's on 13. Klopp. I don't know. Klopp's older than Klopp older than Pep.
Yeah.
It's not Klopp. It's not Mourinho. Oh, is it Mourinho? Is it Mourinho?
Is that what you're guessing?
Yes.
Yes, it's Mourinho, yeah.
Yes.
42 years old in 04 or 05.
Wow. I was going to say Ranieri after that, but if Klopp had been right. If Mourinho had been right.
Yeah.
42? Mad.
Yeah. Crazy.
Flipping, eh? That was with Chelsea, that wasn't it?
Yeah. The first one.
I wasn't going to say Wenger. I didn't know who Blackburn's manager was when they won it.
Well, thank you all for listening. That's a bit of a... It really was a ramble in the end.
Yeah.
Make sure to follow us on social media at IOSportscast on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, the like button and the notification bell so you know when the next episodes are coming out. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or your other favourite podcast provider, make sure you hit the follow button. Ollie, this has actually been quite nice to just ramble and chat.
Yeah, it has, yeah. We need to do it more often, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks for being here.
No.
Thank you all for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.